So what we're going to do right now is we're going to, talk about your goals. What is, like, you can give me like two or like three if you want. So it's going to be separated into short-term goals and long-term goals. What is a short-term goal that you oh short-term goals that you're looking for, and it can be in the competition side and just like with your brand. So, yeah.
Okay, so my short term for the competition side, of course, is to at least consistently place top eights and then gradually go higher. Um, well, and long term, as far as competition, is to stay there.
Perfect. Yeah.
um, yeah. So, as far as personally, I would say a short term goal is just to be able to enjoy doing like long sets because I kind of burn out really really fast. So one thing I would like to do is just be able to stick with my matches and be able to just continue to go with the flow of every match and not get burnt out so quickly. And the long term goal with that is to be able to know the game so much that I can actually teach other people how to play the game. I like want to bring people into Tekken because I love it. Why not? You know? So
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Makes a lot of sense. Um,
yes,
yeah, so you said just, short term, you said consistently place top eight slash higher. And then you said be able to enjoy playing longer sets because you feel like you get burnt out in those, right?
yes,
Okay, then you said go with the flow in matches, with, connecting to those long sets, right? Because you feel
mm-hmm,
like, that's something called, like, we call that stamina. That is, like, stamina in game. That's a real thing, like, where
yeah,
you can completely feel exhausted because you're using a lot of
yes,
mental energy to stay there, whether it's because, like, you're overwhelmed or you're anxious or
yes,
maybe lack of knowledge depending on the matchup. That's all like true like factors in like burnout or like not feeling like exhausted by like mid match. So that's definitely something we can work on and talk about. Okay. And then and that's something we can work on as well. I have a couple of like things that I can recommend. Um okay, so for long-term goals you said know the game so much that you can teach others. I really like this goal a lot. I think in teaching others, we also learn more about ourselves too.
right,
So I think this is really
right,
good. It helps you understand where the community is in terms of like skill set because there's beginning, intermediate, and advanced players, right? And then there's pro. And
mm-hmm,
you know, for our community to continue to grow and expand, we have to be welcoming because we're the first people that they interact with as they come into the scene. And if they don't have good experiences, they're gonna say, "Dang, the second community, yeah, they're gatekeeping." And we want more people to come in. We don't want them to feel like that they can't learn.
right.
So yeah, I like that a lot too. Yeah, these are perfect.
Oh, and can I also add, I would like to
Of
go
course.
pro eventually as well. That sounds very interesting. I would love to do
Yeah, that's a great goal. Let me
that.
is that long term or short term?
Long term.
Got it.
That's how
Going
much I love this game, man.
I love it. Okay, going pro in Tekken slash esports because it's all under that. So
Yeah.
perfect. I think that's a tangible goal. Just applying yourself, with time and long term goals. Yeah, I think this is definitely all tangible, doable, for real. Because you're not starting from scratch either, so that's also a really
Mhm.
good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. Your strengths. Your strengths. What do you feel like your strengths are as a player?
um, Most definitely adapting.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Adapting. Okay.
adapting the most.
What else? Because that's just one. Like,
Um,
take
I'm thinking of like how I play, like with me.
your time.
Um, that's like my main biggest strength, adapting. Jesus Christ. No one's ever asked me this.
Oh, really?
No. Um, what else can I say? I'm good at. That's like my biggest thing, adapting to situations. So
Do you maybe think that you haven't considered some of those parts of your gameplay yet? Because there's
I um I can say I haven't because I can't even tell you besides just that. So I honestly have not even gave that a thought.
Yeah. So, but I mean, then let's try and get maybe two more, just because I think a lot of the time we can be so critical of ourselves that we don't think of like the things that really make us stand out as players.
Hmm.
So I know there's more than one. Mm.
Um, Sheesh, I honestly don't know. Oh my goodness. Um, well, I can adapt. I can move well, so I guess movement. Um,
That's definitely a strength.
yeah. Movement. Let's see. How do I play? 'Cause I change up every time. Hmm. Kind of, sort of patience. I have been working on that. So, I say it's not really a strength, but kind of, sort of defense. Kind of,
Patience
sort of.
slash defense. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I'll put in brackets, working on expanding on this. Yeah, because you could still be good at something and still like be working to get better at it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Okay. So, then let's go to the weaknesses. What are like we could just talk about like just three.
Okay. I am not comfortable playing at range one.
Gotcha.
I am not comfortable at all playing with my back against the wall. And I really break against very defensive players. Like when I can't figure out what to do, I just completely break. So
Gotcha. Playing, not comfortable playing, not playing with back to the wall. Defensive players give you a hard time.
yes.
Okay. And yeah, before we get into the next part, that's actually like sometimes because of our characters, that is also why that happens. Because like Elisa is like good and Xiaoyu, she's like they're good, but like defensive players can give them a hard time. So like your approach sometimes has to be very different. So because of that, it's gonna be good for you to learn because if you can get just as defensive as them, even with the characters that you play, it will help you a lot in the long run. Because naturally, you can't attack all the time anyway. So learning how to like change your tempo, especially with those two characters, will be very important. Somebody who's very defensive against Elisa can be a problem. Like it can be. So I can see why sometimes it gives you a hard time because Elisa's options sometimes from like crouch are
Right.
limited, right? They're not like, oh my god, it's not like Xiao Yu, she's got like 80 options. Elisa is kind of different, but there is like that's where like adapting and changing the moves that you use and
Mhm.
recognizing how people play and long sets and stuff, that's where that's going to come into play, and that's where I think you'll be able to test a lot of that. um because if they're defensive, then you can start to notice like what are they like. Back three for Elisa, back one for Elisa, when players are very defensive, can be very good for her. So yeah, yeah, for sure. I understand very much why that. Yeah, because I've had that problem myself where like a very defensive player can just block like really
Yes.
really well.
Like, what do I do? I just
So
get lost.
right, and when that's the case, that's a lot of the time like that just means your approach has to be a little different. Maybe like by manipulating your movement, you're able to pressure them a bit more. Maybe you want to stay closer to them because of that. So there's ways to get around it, like very creative, unique ways. So like when I say like manipulating your movement, like using your movement to make them think you're doing something when you're not. Back three is really good as well, especially for people who like to duck a lot against Elisa when she's doing those mix ups. So yeah, there's definitely ways we can look into that too. Okay, so next part is, do you watch your matches?
Yes.
Okay, good. Um, hold on, let me. How often do you watch them?
Time I lose.
Okay.
Literally.
What do you look for? Um,
When
when you
I
watch?
watch the ones I lose, why did
Yeah.
I get hit? Like, why did I get hit? Why did I lose this match? Okay, he was like range 3. Why did I do that? Like, what made my mind go autopilot? What could I have done differently, or what could I have changed, what I could have not done? I look at things like that.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. You watch your matches every time you lose. You ask yourself, why did you get hit by that? Um, why did you autopilot right there? Why did you make certain decisions?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Do you watch other players?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, yes. Perfect. Who do you like watching? Um, like what players do you study? I guess.
Ones I watch the most, of course, you're one of them.
Gotcha.
Um,
Right, Kalisa. Right, right. I had him. I'm
yeah,
like,
of
huh.
course, of course, of course. I watch BDX a lot.
Gotcha. Okay.
I watch him a lot, and I also watch Anakin a lot.
VDX and again. Those are your top three.
Yes, mostly.
Okay, sounds good. Um, okay, so these are all good. Um, I mean, I guess something I would recommend, and maybe we'll get into this. Um, because you talked about range one, right? And how you said you had a
Mhm.
hard time playing at range one.
Mhm.
So something that could really help you with that is there's Pakistani Elisa players that are really good at doing that. They're players that I watch to learn more about that. Well, they help me learn how to control that range game. So I'm gonna put them in this not like that you watch, but recommended. Recommended.
Okay.
Their one's name is Dawood and another's name is Asharub. They're really good at the range one game because in Pakistan they kind of play close like that anyway. They're not really going all the way back and creating tons of distance. They're
Mhm.
staying kind of close. They control range that way, and I think Elisa is really good at that. So yeah, just something. I think that's what we'll get into at one point, um,
Okay.
because like you can learn a lot from watching them too. Um, Perfect. So matchups you want to get better at. What matchups would you like to get better at?
Lay, most definitely.
Lay? Perfect.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's my biggest.
Lay.
Oh, so Lay, that would be the top matchup. Um, Lucky Chloe, I have issues with her too.
Ooh, okay. So
Yeah.
this is some okay, now tell me if you don't want to do this. But usually what I do is because of these matchups and the ones that people struggle at, I do appointments where I get players who are really good with those matchups, like those characters, and then I have you fight them and I analyze it while you play, and then we watch it after. Um, because I have access to like a nice directory of players who can I think give you a lot of insight, especially for Lucky
Okay.
Chloe. Like I know like it will really help you a lot, and they're really they give really good insight. Like these players care about people getting better and they want to be there, so you wouldn't have to worry about them being jerks or anything. um,
Mhm.
any other matchups?
Um, Anna, I struggle with her.
Oh, perfect. This is perfect. Like anybody else, any other characters?
Um, I'm trying to see who gives me the toughest time because I know there are male characters that I really don't like either, besides Lay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
There's a lot
yeah.
of pesky characters like that. Oh my.
Yes. Brian. I have an issue with Brian.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
We can watch stuff too because Brian is like particular, and like how you
Yeah.
talked about fighting at being uncomfortable fighting at the wall.
Mhm.
If we can like tackle that aspect of your gameplay, you would have eliminated a big part of Brian's game plan, which is to get you to the wall and make you guess. And he
Yeah.
wants you right. And that's a really big deal. So these four matchups, is that
Yeah. Yeah. Mainly.
perfect?
Mainly.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the next part. which is tournaments that you are going to be playing in consistently, which is ICFC, right? That's just perfect. Okay. ICFC, ICFC. And are there any others that you've been...
If it's continuously going on, ladies' night, that's the next one I know of.
Ladies' night, perfect. You know, us being able to watch like where you did things really well, where you felt like you could have done better, win or lose, you know, it's still really important because you know it's important to appreciate where you're doing things well and how we can expand on that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen Crimson Lotus. I've played them too. They're okay. They're not bad at all. It's just they're a little like more timid. They don't, so you can kind of, you know, yeah, like you did right there. Okay, into the Hell Suite. Do you know about Elisa's options for back 1-4?
Not much. Not as much as I do like Xiao Yu, because I know you can like AOP the knee, but
Okay.
I'm not quite certain with Elisa.
That was really nice. I like that backswing from Elisa that you did. So on that back 1-4, Elisa actually gets down back 1, and she can launch Leo for everything.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, she can just...
Okay, I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so any back 1-4 anything, Elisa can just do down back 1-1, down back 1-4, down back 1 anything, and it's gonna work. And Leo gets launched.
Big.
Yep. And now, I mean, because like it seems like right now, like you're playing it really well, you know. So now we're at 24 seconds. I have a question. So what were you feeling right there? I know you also told me before you felt like you had a problem closing out rounds.
Yeah, I was kind of like trying to bait him coming in because he kept dashing back and then he'll run up to me. Like he just kept doing it. So I felt like he was going to come in. I tried to catch him coming in, but he stood there. So I was like, freak, you know. But
gotcha. Okay.
It was for a good cause. It wasn't just the autopilot.
No, I understand. Sometimes, I mean, you kind of have to. Okay, there it is. I'm like, why did my thing get... Okay. Okay, yeah,
you
like...
got frozen?
No, I'm good. It just was a little funky. Yeah, it seems like there were a few times where you were trying to punish, and it wasn't, like, either it wasn't the accurate punish, or it was a little off, like a little late, but that's sometimes just PC.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come in. Chainsaw got it with the slide. Nice. Nice. Can you go for 4? Yeah, so nice punish. I like how you're waiting right here, just in case. Because Crimson's been doing a lot of follow-ups. Okay. So we got 30 seconds left. Okay, so you're blocking. Nice. Yeah, so I noticed, like, when time is running a bit lower, you kind of slow down your pacing a little bit. But it seems like you start to get kind of unsure of, like, what you want to do. Sometimes simple options of a down forward 4 or a down forward 1 is not bad. Like, you don't have to do more to close out a round. Sometimes a simple mid is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, yeah, right now you're chilling. You get the mix up. Yeah, that was nice. Like, you know, you... Like, sometimes just, like, a simple chainsaw or, like, a mid is all you need. And, I mean, like what you did right there, it worked. I do think that there were times where it felt like you were a little antsy. Like, you were like... I don't really know, like, if I want to... Yeah. And
yes, that happens a lot. A lot.
I think I noticed in some situations it seemed like you were trying to go for these huge decisions. But one of Elisa's best things is her pokes. And I noticed that those moments where you were poking is where Crimson Lotus made a lot of mistakes, which gave you a lot more room to launch a lot more. So I think sometimes going more for the poking is going to be beneficial for you in the end, so that you can get those like chainsaws off and stuff. Because it took a while for those chainsaws to get started up because Crimson wasn't really doing any, like, you know, they weren't pressing on it. But once you conditioned them, they were like, yeah, I'm gonna get hit by this. Yeah, so a good adjustment by you. Okay, that wall bounce. Oh, shoutouts to season 4. Jesus. All right.
I'm a little bit behind you because I kind of got funky on my end too. But okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. See, I said 2.
Mhm.
Okay, cool, nice slide. Okay, now you're playing a little more chill. 26 seconds. Okay, the Leo low. It kind of seems like you feel a little uncomfortable playing closer,
Yes.
right?
I
Is that
hate
what it
it.
is? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I'm just
That's why
making
I said
sure I
I
wasn't.
cannot play range one. Range one, oh my gosh. I struggle with that.
Okay, yeah. Like we will talk. We will talk about it, cause think about it. When you give people that range at range like 1, depending on the character, they have a lot of like moves that can keep you out. Elisa sometimes
Hmm.
needs to be kind of close, and sometimes using your movement is okay too. So yeah, and if you're gonna play close, poking is one of the best ways to kind of utilize that.
Okay.
And it seems like a couple of punishes you weren't too sure on, right?
Right.
Okay, that's fine. It's Leo stuff. Oh, what?
I don't know.
I love it. Okay, nice Superman punch. Okay, got the combo. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you see how you're outside of the range again?
Hmm.
What's happening is you're resetting momentum each time, and it's kind of like making it harder for you to just keep the pressure. So it's literally forcing you to go for fly a lot. Um,
Okay.
and sometimes we don't want to use fly. Beautiful whip punish.
Thank
Sometimes
you.
there are some times where it's like we want to be able to kind of, you know, be conservative with where we use it so that it doesn't get stepped a lot or floated.
Hmm.
Because I noticed every time you're outside of range 1, you went for like fly things to get back in. When sometimes it's okay to just use your movement. It's okay. Like you don't beautiful side 7 to the rage drive. Um, because there's so much going on at the same time. It's the commentator coming out in me. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was nice.
I did not mean to do that, but hey.
No, it happens to me all the time too. I try, but it's when I try and get rage drive, and then I get that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, why did we do that?
Yeah. I be trying not to curse her out when that happens.
Like, at least. So you see all these situations where Crimson is literally going for back 1-4. Some of
Yeah.
these matches will, like, if you played them again, it'll go so much faster, literally because you're gonna do down back 1, because you're gonna know next time. Because like
Yeah, I literally didn't know that.
none of that is real. None of that's real pressure if you have a backswing blow, like Ling. None of that's real.
Okay.
None of that pressure is real. And I know you're a lab rat, so
Mhm. All the
beautiful launch,
time.
perfect. So I know like you'll be studying this. I love students who study.
I stay in the freaking layout.
Let's
Although I get
go.
bored sometimes, and next thing I know, my character's dancing to the background music, but I still be here.
I know sometimes with studying it can be like very like repetitive, and you're like God, like,
Hmm. So robotic.
and it can be. So like I always feel like some of the best times to practice is literally right after you got done with the Tekken session. And then if there's something that you were curious about or like you wanted some answers on if it was punishable or steppable or whatever, then right after just practice that so it's fresh in your mind. And then it could be 20, 30 minutes and then just get off. It doesn't have
Hmm.
to be anything extreme like, but yeah, like just kind of like what we were talking about before. Something I think just test it and practice it when you can when you're playing against people. Try using your movement more than using stance at times, because when you're at range 1, it's almost like you don't feel comfortable coming in with just movement. Just something to think about. Okay. And then okay, perfect. Yeah. I mean, there's so many times where I feel like you once you do play up close, it's pretty dang good. It's just I guess you want to do it consistently.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, why did that? Okay. All right, Tekken. How did that unblockable whiff? You did it point blank. That move is so weird. Nice knee. Okay, now we got some mix-ups. Okay, the Connect on the, yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, because the power crush finally connected. Sometimes that power crush is weird too.
I know.
Okay, to the 4. Nice. Nice bait. Okay, the slide. Nice, get the shoe shine. Okay, so even right there, you had advantage, but then you backdashed, even though you did the shoe shine and you had advantage. Uh, I definitely do want to talk to you and kind of like talk. Oh, that's gonna whiff. Nice. That was a sick finish. Like I do want to talk a bit about like you gave up your frames, um, on the crouching down forward 1+2. Um, it was a bit earlier on, but you don't always have to do that. Like it definitely seems like there's some times where like you kind of give up your turn to maybe do like a mix up instead, which is not bad. But I do think to keep that momentum and to help you with that range one, like up close gameplay, um, definitely go. I probably think of the best way to explain it. Yeah. So, okay, you playing up close. I think you did it really good in a lot of situations. I think it was great. Um, I think just honestly, it'll just become better the more you practice using your movement more than going for fly, depending on the situation. Because I think you use stances a lot, like, and using stances is not bad. But when there are players that know how to go against it, you want to be a little careful. You want to be conservative with it, because they'll get used to seeing it, and there are people who know how to deal with that really, really well. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so like being able to be conservative with your stances, depending on the situation, because there are a lot of times where it's really, really good to use it, and there are times where like, depending on who it is, we can't always do that. Let me go to Pit Viper. Let's see. Okay, so before we do this match, I also want to talk about a little bit about momentum. Um, just like what I was talking about earlier, just like when you did that shoe shine, I think if you take more of those frames, like, because that was plus, and like even use chainsaw with the crouching down forward 1+2, it'll keep you closer. It might be a little uncomfortable at first, but like kind of being okay with doing shoe shine and staying close, I think it would be really good for you, because you want to like take the frames at times and you want to be able to take that momentum. Because the moment you did that shoe shine, you backdashed away, which gave Crimson Lotus a chance to attack, even though it wasn't technically his turn. So, yeah, even like Magic 4, it's okay. Like, it's okay to challenge once you have more reads. Because, like, there definitely felt like there were times where you're like, I think I'm going to just chill and fall back. When sometimes you don't have to. If you have a read, go for it. Like, it's okay. And I know it might seem like, short sets can seem a little, like, scary to try some of that stuff. But you have 3 rounds. And, like, anything. Like, you can use those 3 rounds to download. Or even 2 rounds to download some of that information from your opponent. Lotus was, like, pressing a lot. Especially in, like, situations where, you hit him with a 4. You hit him with a 4, and he got counter hit because he was pressing. He was pressing a lot. Trying to get you to, like, press on, like, the back 1/4s and stuff like that. But you weren't really biting. So just something to think about, because the moment you were closer, he was trying to scramble, and that's definitely something I remember from those matches.
Oh, yeah. So are we playing now? 153-53. Are you looking at it, or are you just telling me where you were?
Oh no, I was just giving you like some insight into the last match before we get into this one.
Okay, I want to make sure you wasn't leaving me, and I'm just sitting here on pause.
Oh no, I was just
Okay.
talking about the match
Okay.
before, just talking
Gotcha.
about, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, and also like Elisa versus Lucky Chloe. Like, this matchup is okay. It's fine, but I think Chloe does have tools to like shut her down. Uh, how did you feel going into this match?
I was comfortable. I fought Pit Viper before, so I kind of already knew how she played in a way.
Yeah.
Um, but it's like when she first started, I was, used to what she was doing, and then she just completely started like utilizing Lucky Chloe's mix-ups. I'm already lost.
Got you. Okay.
So yeah, because if I think the first match I actually got that one because she was doing what I've seen her do already.
Right.
But then it's like I could not figure her out afterwards. I could not do it. And then I kind of like lost confidence in Elisa.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that because then also I want to introduce the concept of switching
mhm.
and when you feel like it's time to. So yeah, let's watch the first one and let's see. Okay. Okay, down for one, for one. A lot of poking. Okay. Oh,
That was weird.
what? Like, where did it put you? Like, hello?
I know. It was really, really weird. I was like, what is going on in this game, man?
It
This
was so
game is so
weird. I
freaking
didn't
weird.
expect that. You notice
Yeah.
right away, like, she does down forward one into step a lot. That was a nice down back one. Nice low parry. Okay, we got the wall. Let's go. Nice up forward three. Yeah, she like she's already trying to kind of like get you to do something after down forward one.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're like you're chilling. Nice block. Nice down forward two. What? Oh, okay, I guess I kind of missed because of the angle. Got you. Okay. Okay, now you chilling, you stepping. All right. Nice. That down for one she's doing into that low,
Mhm.
like, that's a new addition. But if you, I definitely say like practice. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, she's trying to mix up a lot. She's playing a lot closer. Okay, nice time. Okay, she went for the hop kick like right away. Okay. Okay, she wants the mix up. Nice step. That was a good way to get away. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like you said, like the you felt uncomfortable playing up close kind of thing.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Nice block. Hmm. Yeah. Gotcha. So there's a lot of she was doing a lot of things that are actually very linear. She wasn't going for back three at all. So and Chloe's back three is a homing move. And Lucky Chloe without that move is actually kind of linear in some ways. So when you did step, her stuff was whiffing, and that was really good. But I know you kind of you want to understand more about Lucky Chloe, so you didn't fully commit to certain things because you weren't sure yet. So but you have the right idea. Um, yeah, definitely stepping in those situations was really good. She was using down forward one a lot to get you to do things. And then like the moment you kind of like moved, like once, it made her follow up move whiff. Okay, so then you went to Xiaoyu. Yeah, it's perfect because I was just gonna ask. Like, I think this matchup is okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's why I say I lost a lot of confidence in Elisa, and I think I still had that emotion when I chose Xiao so I didn't do good with her either, because I was like, I just felt defeated, like I really did. So,
Well, you didn't really know the matchup. That's okay. I mean, that's why we're gonna make sure you know it better. It's okay. Like that comes the lack of confidence comes when like we feel like we don't have an answer, especially if we're not used to
hmm
seeing the character, or like we're not used to playing the matchup.
right.
Yeah, that makes sense. So like, see how you stepped right away and her move whiffed.
hmm
That's the kind of again, that's the kind of game plan I personally think you want to get Lucky Chloe in, specifically her as a player. I think that's gonna be really important for you. because she's always kind of going for something that's like linear.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wants to lock you down, but she's not really going for any like homing moves. So that's good for you because then you get to step that stuff. So that's like the first time she did it. Beautiful step. See? So you had the right idea. It's just, being more confident in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you still did like really well. Okay, let's see. Beautiful. That like a lot of Lucky Chloe players will finish with that 2-hit low scuff thing. You can even if the first part hits, you can block the second part, and I believe it's 13 frames. So yeah. Okay, yeah, she's going for a lot of follow up stuff at the wall. Nice. Xiaoyu stuff. How much do you play Xiaoyu compared to Elisa?
Not much. But it's weird because she's the very first character I ever learned. I've been playing with her since I was 7 years old, but I like Elisa better. So I really don't even pick up Xiaoyu like that.
So I have a question then. Why did you pick her for this if you don't really like her like that?
Because I thought I'd be comfortable using her against Lucky Chloe because I've used my Xiaoyu against her before, but I think that feeling of defeat I had with Elisa, it just like stayed there.
Gotcha. You're what do they call it? Like tilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I couldn't even think of anything with Xiaoyu to even like fight against her. It was just like
Gotcha. Okay. Well, okay. There's a couple of things we can do. Okay, that was the game. So, what were some? Well, I mean, you kind of told me, but what were some things that you felt like you could have done better versus Pit Viper versus Lucky Chloe?
Well, now that you brought it to my attention, I most definitely could have moved more. And I feel like I need to start punishing harder than what I do because when I got beside her, it's like I gave her time to turn around and realize I was beside her. So I just have to build my muscle memory for situations like these. Like, that's what kills me. It's like I have the concept, but I don't play the way I'm supposed to. So that's what gets me.
I think that's great awareness from you because Tekken is a game where everything happens like so fast. Everything happens so fast. And like, trying to be mentally aware to see everything that's going on. Cause like you noticed it, right? Because there were tons of times where she like kind of whiffed and you had already stepped and that's what made the whiff happen, but you didn't capitalize.
Right.
But that will change because, it's something that we're going to actively be working on. And so that means that you being more focused, that means that I want you to ask yourself certain things when each round happens. Just ask yourself one thing. What did they do that got me killed? What did they do in general? What did they like? What move am I doing that's killing them? Are they stepping a lot? Are they pressing a lot? And if you can confirm that that's the case, that will help you look for those with punishment moments a lot more because you're aware that that's what they're going for anyway. It's confirming what you already have seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there were definitely a few times, especially in the Elisa matches, where I believe she went for like crouching down forward 1 and it whiffed, but you didn't commit to back 4-4 because you weren't sure, which is okay because like that comes from like playing that matchup more so you understand your ranges. But you haven't seen it enough yet to be like, okay, let me go for back 4-4. So it just takes some time. I do know a Lucky Chloe player that can help you with that. I also play Lucky Chloe on the side. So, I mean, we could even start, like, we can work on that, like, a little bit right now. Because I use her some. So, yeah, it's fine. Let's do that. Okay. Because I think you did good. But it's just getting that confidence up there. And if it's not Xiaoyu, then what character would it be then? Or are you the kind of player where you just kind of want to go and use Elisa and just adapt instead of switching?
It's kind of like sort of on both.
Yeah.
I'm just more comfortable with Elisa than I am Xiaoyu because Xiaoyu is an in-your-face character. I don't even know how to fight in your face, so so I don't go that route more like often.
Okay. Well, I think okay, this is my opinion. Unless you have another character who is a range 0 character that, you know, you like more than Xiaoyu, I will recommend that you play her more because that will help you play closer. Something that I kind of always like appreciated about playing both Xiaoyu and Elisa is the fact that Xiaoyu taught me how to play closer as Elisa and vice versa. Playing Elisa has taught me how to play, you know, the range game as Xiaoyu. Using standing 3 as a punish is really good. But that also comes with playing the character more so you can see those things, you know? Yeah, but I really do feel like playing both of them and really like focusing a bit more on Xiaoyu because Elisa, then if you're comfortable with her, I really think Xiaoyu will teach you a lot about playing at range 0 and not going to AOP and stuff like that. Just not just that, but down forward 1, down 3, down back 2, back turn 1. Really teaching you about applying like mind games and using movement and manipulating people with that up close. I will kind of recommend that you use Xiaoyu a bit more in the next 2 weeks because she will teach you a lot about that.
Okay.
If you want. But I just would recommend it. Just a recommendation. You don't have to do nothing. Xiaoyu's a really good up close character.
I know. That's why I said she's an in-your-face character. I'm not even comfortable with you being in my face. So I definitely don't know what to do in your face besides mix. And you're going to catch on to that. So.
Yep. Exactly. So I think so a way to start learning that and to, you know, help you improve with that is by using a character who's all about it. So yeah, that's what kind of helped me. And like with Elisa, just, you know, both the characters they just play 2 completely different games, so it really can help you with the other. You know, playing Elisa teaches you about playing mid range. Xiaoyu teaches you how to play up close. Yeah. They're like the best of both worlds. I'm learning how to say no to certain things anyway.
I need to learn how to do. I'm such a sweetheart. Saying no feels so bad. It feels so bad.
You gotta learn how to say no. Yes. I don't. No. Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, you gotta be assertive, you know, as they said in SpongeBob. Assertive. It's true though. Like, you know, because your time is also valuable too.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah.
But it's just having a big heart is so hard sometimes.
And it is. You're not even wrong. Like, but, you know, big hearts, you know, need to be protected and people shouldn't take advantage of them. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It is. It's hard out here being, you know, a Cancer. Like.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Tekken.
I've been gone for 15 days and this is what it gives me? Okay, well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cute.
Thank you.
These outfits.
It's the buns for me.
They're adorable. Oh.
I love them.
Oh, nice.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Ah!
Yeah, that move is really good, so be careful with that. Yeah, she didn't use
the
it that
one you
much.
said she didn't use a lot.
Yeah, she should have, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Like, Chloe kind of annoying with this move, but
Yeah. Oh snap.
oh dang.
I know. I thought I was dead too. Harada care.
I can never do the two button thing.
Harada care.
I love it though. Nice.
I bet you do.
I do.
But I love her though. Oh. Oh snap. Ooh. Oh snap. That is.
Oh man. I was like, I wouldn't mess up the upward. Man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no. Ah.
Nice. What? Okay, well, GG on that. I don't even know, dude. I don't. I don't even know. I'm behind with you. I don't know what. Okay, so your stepping.
Oh, goodness.
Your stepping is
Uh-huh.
really good. I think your stepping is it's practical. It's well placed. I do think focusing a little bit more on like the poking will be really good for you. So I know you go for down back 3, but I haven't really seen you use much back 1. Back 1. You know using down 4 1 by itself is not bad either. Down 4 is also really good. Because sometimes you wait for me to do something, but by that time I could just kind of chip away at you. So being aware of that will be really good as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like, small things. I won't like bombard you with like all this, but I just small stuff to think
No,
about.
you're fine. I'm following.
Cool.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, that was so forward.
That was
But
crazy.
okay. Oh no. Ah. Oh dang.
Oh, it happened again.
KO.
Damn.
Oh. I want to show you something. So this move, even if the first part hits, you can block the second part. And that's 13.
So, oh my god, too fast. I'm doing it way too fast.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay. Oh,
There you go. And then this one, same thing. Even if the first part hits, you can, still block the second part. There you go. Because they will finish with this a lot, so be ready. You can hear it. You can hear it.
yeah.
So just something to think about.
Okay.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Ugh, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, that was a cute grab. I've never seen that.
I haven't either. Oh, I got the block. Dang. Nice.
Round 4.
Second.
I was like, wait. Dang.
Oh, I did not expect you to get hit on.
I didn't either. Nice. I don't know. Ow, man.
I did not expect that. I was not ready, Lord.
GG Tekken.
Oh no. The late 1+2. Oh no.
Dang.
Ooh.
Ah, nice. That was a very good round. Yeah, so
That
you
was a weird round.
yeah, like I don't know what the well, you know, it's Tekken, and sometimes with Lucky Chloe, some of her stuff is a little like, you know, it puts people off axis. So if you do something,
Yes.
you know, you're like, oh, okay, I just did this, but
It whipped. Like, why?
I know. But like that's okay, because like a lot of the time, as long as you have like an option that kind of covers her, like you're good. It's just some of her stuff. Yeah, and good blocks on the down forward 1, 3,
Thank
4.
you.
Yeah, and down back 3, 4. Because like sometimes they'll do the first part, and a lot of the time though they'll try and finish it. So you get your turn back,
Round
and you get damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
I was counter hit. I think that's why. You're so silly. I heard you like scream. I'm so weak.
That's the, oh my gosh, I messed up sound. Dang it.
Yeah, it's usually the, you know, Chloe's go-to down for 1 because it's that good. So just
Yeah.
be careful of that. Nice.
Chloe stuff. Ugh.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oops. Accident. Oops.
Dang.
Wasn't expecting you to be floated.
Yeah, same.
Oh. Oh gosh.
You win.
So, it seems like it seemed like you start to back up a lot more. But like I was saying a bit earlier, using back 1, using down forward 1, you can still use those tools to control the space, you know, instead of kind of letting me kind of get close to you without any sort of like consequence for it. Because it kind of feels like you're like, you know, you're waiting, but you don't want to actively engage with me in the fight unless I do something. But if you want me to do something, sometimes you have to poke a bit more. It seems like you're still a little hesitant too.
I think my mind is more on like, what if, like,
Yes.
I don't want to whiff too much because I know I can get punished for that, and then I don't want to get counter hit. So it's like, I don't know.
Remember, that's the thing about Tekken though. Play in the moment, and it's okay, and you know, recognize what's going on as we're fighting. But if you're thinking about what's happening ahead, you're gonna get hit by stuff that you didn't even think about anyway. You're gonna get hit by stuff that's happening right now. So you don't want to worry too much. You want to be active in the moment and see what I'm doing, but you don't want to overthink to the point where you're just worried too much about what's going on after. You want to be in the moment and recognize what's going on now so that you can go from round to round, but still be conscious of what, you know, my patterns are and things like that, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. You know, backdash is kind of good.
Time up.
Those heels clicking.
Round
Yeah.
two. Fight.
Oh, dang.
Oh my.
Ooh. What's up? Yeah, even right there, you used back one, which is really good. Because I came in, and if I would have been a little bit later, it would have hit me. Oh, nice.
You win.
I also can use Brian as well. I don't have taunts on deck, but that's okay. I can still use him if you need me to for a little bit.
Okay.
Alright.
Those taunts are kind of hard to time. Well, ain't no kind of hard. They are hard to time.
Yeah, so like when a Brian player knocks you down and you're at the wall, there's like a lot of us stay down and roll so that we don't take more like the damage from the launcher. So we kind of roll and wiggle our way off the wall. Let me see if I can find a bid on it in the upcoming week. Nice. Good stuff.
Thank you.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. I was like, what happened?
Round
Eradicare.
fight.
Man, Eradicare the best.
Oh, screw Eradicare. Did she just turn around and block?
Yes.
I hate it. I hated her. After you just got through telling me.
Well, because that was just like the first part of it. That was why.
Oh, she said, no, I'm doing my back three. Screw yours. We don't do that back three stuff around here.
Back three to.
I
love
know
back three.
it's back three to death. Oh man. Okay.
So you see, like, you see where I'm ducking when we get to a certain range because of what you're using to come in with. So like I noticed the further away we are, you'll use things like down 3 or like fly moves that are steppable. I would say if you're going to use fly at times, try using fly 1-2 a little bit. Fly 1-2 is really good because it kind of tracks, so you don't find yourself getting stepped because of it as much. Just small stuff. Because people who know how to go against Elisa, they know that if they're further away, they know that you're gonna do something that's steppable or duckable, that kind of thing.
Round
Okay.
1. Fight.
Oh snap. Didn't want that. Fat finger hit triangle.
Tekken woes. Yo.
That was so down for a one. That's why I was like, oh no, I did not want that. I don't want that at all.
Snap.
The trade, I'll take it.
Oh dang.
Oh, freak. Okay,
KO.
Because of the follow-up, just in case.
I know.
Fight.
Oh snap.
Nice. Oh dang.
Oh.
My heart. That's crazy. Woo!
Bro, oh,
I didn't know that was a-
I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done with this character.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You knew.
I actually didn't. I swear.
You freaking knew.
I just be playing.
Which is why you did it. You freaking knew.
I just want to challenge. It's Tekken.
You knew.
I don't know no more.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Oof.
KO. You win.
Okay, so I'm gonna play Brian a little bit, and then then it will be good. We'll probably do like 2 or 3 matches of Brian, whatever I can remember from him, and that'll be our sesh for today. I know we went a little bit over, but the consultation was the biggest part I wanted us to get through.
Right.
So how did you feel playing against Lucky Chloe?
The same way I felt playing against her. So.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I know you're trying to teach it to me, but it's not like just
Fury.
a breath of Listerine. You know, I'm
it takes
still
time.
lost.
Yeah, no, it takes time because the thing of I was just checking. I just wanted to.
Oh, I'm
Like-
gonna be honest with you. I mean, you know, most people would be like, "Oh, you showed me, I got it now." No, I don't have it. I don't. No.
No, because
I don't.
it takes time. But I want to make sure
Yeah.
that some of the things that she has that you know about them, because those are things that usually are rounded. Like I think Chloe's a really good round ender, and so it's just good to know some of her stuff. But the more you play it, it'll become more comfortable. And then we'll go over your matches with the Chloe player I'll match you up with as well. So that'll-
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up. All right, Brian. All right, I had to think for a second.
Yeesh.
What's up?
Uh, oh man.
Nice.
KO.
Yeah, one of the things about Brian is being able to sidestep him is huge.
Fight.
I think Elisa does pretty good against him. Oh,
Hey.
yo, that was sick.
Mm.
Nice step. Oh, the combo! Nice.
Thanks.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, snap.
Oh no, I got up. I didn't trust it.
Didn't believe.
I didn't. I'm not gonna pretend like I did. I didn't.
That was all part of the plan.
4.
Oh my goodness.
Fight.
You said it was a part of the plan?
Yes, it's all part of the plan.
What the heck? What
No,
kind of plan is that?
Oh, it was a joke. It's not part of the plan.
You tried to bamboozle me. I mean, it's a part of a plan.
Nah, never part of the plan, never. What's that? Nice little parry.
Thanks.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay, I don't know how that tracks.
Oh,
Final
oh,
round.
At least I'd be stepping my 4-4-2 all day.
mm. Yeah, I'm lost.
You win.
So you had the right idea. So the stepping was working, but once I started using you know, down forward 4 to stop you from stepping, it kind of seemed like you weren't sure.
Mhm.
So that's something where, like, just because I, you know, have an like, I use that tool to stop you from stepping, don't get discouraged because of that, or like because somebody does something that stops your main game plan. That doesn't mean it's not a good game plan. That just means you have to adjust, kind of just slow down a second and think about, like, okay, well, I got hit by that, so how do we go back in and reapproach? Because, like, I think you were playing it really well, and you were stepping me a lot, which against Brian is really good. I usually step to the right, and you know that's where you're stepping, and that beats Brian's butt.
Round
But you can also space him too,
fight.
because his range can be kind of, yeah, it's okay sometimes.
Yeah. Oh. Ah.
Oh, well, dang. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh, nice. Dang.
Round
It is one of my hits.
fight.
Ish. Um.
Oh, damn.
Ah. That was so forward too. I hate this game. I hate it. I cannot stand this game right now.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Ooh.
Oh, yikes.
Shoot.
Oh no. Ugh.
Final round.
Dang it.
Fight.
Goodness.
Oh, snap.
Oh, all three?
Yeet.
Yeesh.
On counter hit, yeah.
Ugh.
His neutral's good, but he's kind of slow. Your stepping was wonderful. It was a very good. I think looking out for optimal, like maximum damage, or not maximum, but like optimal damage in certain situations will be very good for you. I noticed you don't use down forward 4 much. Is there a reason why?
Think about it. For some reason, it doesn't hit my brain at all.
That's okay. It'll be part of the homework. I'll put in the notes. just things to try. This is all just things to try. Honestly,
Yeah.
just all things to try.
It literally does not.
You're just like,
pop
you just,
into
you
my
don't think
head at
about it.
all. Don't think about it. Just like back 3-4, down 3-4. Don't think about it. Don't come to my brain at all.
I understand.
Round one.
Like, because it's just like, okay, you know, it's there. But it will really help diversify your toolkit. Legit.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh no, I tried some move.
Yeah, it's a homing, kinda-ish.
Yeah. Ah.
Nice. Oh, right, because they put her in crouch. Yeah.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
What? That was sick.
Oh my god, I'm not jumping.
Oh shit. Okay, well, Tekken.
Mm,
Round 3.
okay.
Fight.
How much of this matchup do you know?
Hmm?
How much of this matchup do you know?
Just a little. I've always felt like Brian is a safe freaking character. So I'm like too busy trying to figure out how to get in on him, what not to do. It's so much that goes on in my head facing Brian, man. It's just so much.
Okay, so he is kind of safe, but for what he is in safeness, you can step him. And you were doing it really well. But if you're gonna step Brian, you want to capitalize on killing him.
Show you.
Because you don't want and we will look at footage of these matchups too. Okay? So that we can like see, we can put it all together. And it's, of course, like you said, like, this stuff is still very new because we're just literally learning it on the first day. But we will watch stuff, we will watch, rinse, repeat, and it will all like help you to understand the ways to approach this matchup. Matchups. Forgot to say that. But yeah. And I'll set up some matches and that'll help too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're doing really good.
I'm trying.
And I appreciate your honesty too.
Fight.
I'll be honest. I'm not like the rest of the people out here that just be lying. Like, yeah, I get it. Okay, I got it, and then come back and ask the same freaking questions.
No, that's why
I don't have it.
And I don't expect you to have it the first day. Nope, that's not fair. I would never expect that of you.
Yeah. Like, I still get discouraged at some stuff, so
And
I
that's
just have to
okay.
get used to it.
Right, and that's what the training is for.
Oh, you bi-
Recorded stream looking at.
She went under that. I almost cursed her. Oh my god.
You funny.
I had to catch
I'm like
myself.
crying right now. I'm just...
I was about to curse. I had to catch myself. Almost called her something. I ain't never cursed you out in my life.
How dare you?
I know.
You're supposed to love me.
As long as we've been friends, I ain't never did that. But she was about to get it today. She was about to
He
get
says,
it.
that was funny. I'm dead. Oh, shoot.
Good for you. You help us.
Nice. I'm so hurt.
Little mosquito bite. Oh my god, I got the Tekken 3 Xiaoyu mod. It is so cute hearing her go, hey, hey, hey.
I need to get that. That sounds cute.
Yeah, her old one, her eh.
I like that one. Nice hop kick.
Her death. Ah!
I love
Yeah,
the throwback sounds.
Yes.
Big fan.
That's when I first met Xiaoyu. I had to download it.
You're like,
Her debut is when I first met her, all of 7 years old.
same. Big fan.
I was like, ooh, a girl with pigtails. I want to use her. Oh, she's a kid. I want her.
When everybody's like, oh, you know, she's a kid. I'm like, what? Oh, I thought she was like a teenager.
Yeah, and see, I had an uncle that played Tekken. He knew me and my brother didn't know how to play, so he would get king and just do his chain kicks to your legs. Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, he just kept doing it. We're young. It's not registering. Okay, just duck it. Like,
My dad was like that too. My
Yeah,
dad was
he
like
just
that
tortured
too.
us with that, just because he knew he could. He knew he could. And I've been growing up on this ever freaking since.
Oh no, that didn't work with that.
Oh no. I wasn't expecting you to finish it.
Because I thought it was a punish, but it's 13. This is 13 sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not all the time.
Different ranges.
Yup, my life.
I know what sometime mean. I be in the lab all the time, so I see stuff like that. I be like, but this was just minus 11. I like labbed this, but when he did it from like range 3, it was minus 8. I was like, you fucker.
I never understand that.
Yeah, like I know I labbed this correctly. It's 11. I'm supposed to be able to punish this.
Oh.
You
Hey, this is your character. Oh no, nothing about that.
I hate it. I hate it.
That's your
All
character.
No. Prove that. I'm not trying to hear that.
we'll do two more, and then
Okay.
that'll conclude our lesson for today. Yeah, I know it went over, but I can't always teach in an hour. That doesn't really.
Yeah,
It's
because
not-
you really wouldn't have gotten half of what you've already gotten out in an hour,
Yeah.
to be honest.
So honestly, I'm always prepared for that. So it'll probably be an hour 30. Just like you know.
And then you're recording, and then it will give Persia prettier footage to like use. It gives her more footage to use since you're recording.
Let's go. I'm glad
Exactly.
because I just so she can see what you
Yeah,
what you know,
and
what you
then-
want to learn, and
Yeah, exactly. And I'm being completely honest when I say the things that I say, because you're playing me now. You know I'm not like at my full potential I could
Yes.
be. I know
Yes.
things, but I'm not
Yep.
fully familiarized with
Round
it.
one.
right, and that's why we're talking about it in slang, just so I can get a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh,
let's
no.
second.
Like mine just completely crashed. It just completely like
Mine too.
shut down. Not
Mine
shut
too.
down, but yeah, my Tekken quit.
All right. Right. I said two more. Yeah, two more. And yeah, like I know you're still getting better, and there's things you want to improve on. So like, my whole thing is like the way I like to do things is, I believe in playing in the matchup, discussing the matchup, and watching people actively fight in the matchup, and like dominate in said matchup.
Okay.
so we can understand, you know.
I have a question. So,
Yes.
like, when someone's smothering you, how do you handle that? Because that's another weakness of mine. I forgot about that. If you smother me, I don't know, like, how to react to that. Like, I find myself always trying to, like, find a way out.
Yes.
You know, so,
So like how?
I,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, like, how do you approach that type of situation? Like, do you just block it out? And, because, like, I'm not used to looking for windows and things like that. I know someone said that to me, like, just wait. But when I wait, I get chipped out because they're smothering me. So,
Right, so you want an actual answer. So a lot of get off me tools like Elisa Spore, Elisa's hop kick, her movement is a good way to stop smothering, especially her sidestep.
Fight.
So using her movement is a really good way to deal with it. Like, so, you know, for Ling, for example, her 4, her back 1 is really, really good. So you want to think about the get off me tools that your character specifically has. Elisa has a 13 frame rage art. That's a get off me tool. Her 4 is a get off me tool. Her hop kick is a get off me tool. Her power crush is also a get off me tool. So yes, so all things to think about.
Yeah, so I think I use like literally all of those. I think it might be my placement because they'll block it and I'll get punished for it, and then they go right back to smothering me. So I think I have a difficult time of like placing
Yes,
those
placement.
moves.
Yes.
So especially in those situations. So like if it's like a slow paced match or something like that, I have time to like see what you're doing and I can catch on to you, then that's why I can make my 4s and things like that most effective. But when you're just all over me, it's like my brain is trying to collect what in the heck are you doing? Like, what are you doing in my face? And so by the time I try to retaliate, that's when they hit the brakes. So it's really rough in that aspect for me.
The thing about faster, that's like usually faster playstyles, right? With smothering, the thing about those kinds of playstyles, a lot of the time, those players don't actually, they don't actually know how to defend. A lot of the time, why they play like that is because they don't want to have to deal with your character. They don't have to deal with your playstyle. So the moment you assert anything, they're gonna want to press. So using things like your pokes to assert that dominance is really important. Things like down forward 4 is a really good, it's like 12 frames, I believe, and it's a really good way to just like snuff out people trying to mash a lot as well. So your down forward 4 is really good too. Even something as simple as a throw can break momentum because you don't have to block the whole time. I truly do not believe in blocking the whole time because you will get hit by something. You will get chipped out no matter how good your defense is. You will get hit. So yeah,
Final round.
the way you also move, I notice like sometimes you don't always, like you'll step, but when it comes to me applying pressure to you, depending on the character, you don't like to step as much. Don't be afraid to use your step. A lot of the time when people are offensive like that, they're linear. So being able to sidestep is gonna be super important for you. Because one of Elisa's best tools is her movement. So using her movement will be a really good way for you to get away from a lot of that, but you don't want to back dash yourself into a wall either. So that's why I said step instead of back dash, because sometimes back dashing, I noticed like sometimes when you play, because of how you back dash, or like because you're at range like 2-ish, 1.5, it puts you at the wall. Your back is to the wall because you don't want to play close to me. So stepping alleviates a little bit of that, right? Because you're not moving back, you're moving left to right. For example, Fakamram is a very smothery character. He smothers like terribly, and it's very annoying. So, but my coach and I forgot we didn't fight this match. That's okay. We can fight after this one, but we'll talk about it first. We'll talk about this. So something that my coach and I looked at in terms of the character, especially like versus Elisa, was the fact that I noticed a lot, like when Chanel went against the Fakamram player, Chanel sidestepped left a lot and 1-1. Sidestep left 1-1, and that was to 1, stop the pressure, 2, get plus frames back, 3, you could go into chainsaw if you wanted, right? So those are just you know, just some options to like dealing with people who like to smother, because sometimes all it takes is one tool. And sometimes with placement, I think 4 is a great tool, but you do also want to be careful with like if your opponent is ducking, trying to scout it out, because that's happened to me as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we also will watch that in play as well. I've got footage for next time.
Okay.
Don't worry. Like, I got this. I'm gonna give you some footage. I mean, we'll watch it next time so we can talk about what we're talking about here.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that also comes with confidence.
And that would be helpful because I'm a hands-oner. So.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry. I've got lots of footage. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of.
And I appreciate you for everything, by the way. I was telling somebody else. I don't know who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my stream. I was like, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be in EXO. So I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. I understand. Like, I'm the same way. I need to see that. I need to see it. And I need to be able to fight in it. That's why I was telling you, like, I believe in the cycle of, like, we watch, we talk about it, we play. And so so it can all, like, work together. And so it can simmer for you the next time we come together. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that reaches you, you little beach.
See? Down 4-4. Let's win the game. Not literally, but you know.
Little beach. Whoa. She tried to take me out, Lord.
Yee.
I went right into it. Little cute sound.
Oh, should I use little...
The Tekken 3 one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cute.
Hi, 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 hi. When she was a kid, she still is a kid. She like the
She
only
really
Tekken
is.
character that's grown up.
Please age her. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, she's been in high school for 8 years.
Aw, dang.
Oh, what the heck? I didn't even notice you were behind me, Lord. I didn't.
Dang.
Round 3. Fight.
Oof.
Nice.
Round 4.
I wish you could hear it.
Fight.
I miss Tekken 3 now.
Yes. That's like the best Tekken, I guess because I started on it.
Man, it's one of the best
started-
ones.
Yeah, I started the franchise backwards, okay? I
No,
started
it's
off
okay.
at 3, then I went to 2, then I went to 1, then I went to 4, and then 5 and 6 and on up.
Hey, that's okay. As long as,
Uh-huh.
man.
Even Tekken Hybrid, girl.
Oh, I love Tekken Hybrid.
With the movie, yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Wasn't it like a prologue of Tag 2, or was it
You're
like
dang right.
Revolution or something?
Nope,
Were you
it was
going-
Tag 2.
It was Tag 2, yeah.
Yep, you're right. Nice.
We could only use Xiaoyu, Elisa, Devil Jin,
That's
and
how we
I
did.
think- Yeah.
I
With
was a
their
big
school
fan.
clothes. That was like the only ones you could use.
I loved it so much.
I liked the movie. So cute.
I like Shin Kamiya.
They couldn't take a picture of Elisa. They had to sit her outside. Oh gosh, it was so cute. Oh no. Oh. Damage. Oh no, I didn't trust it.
KO.
I didn't trust that duck at all. I had to just stay there.
The more you play, well, especially against people who like know like how to fight your character and stuff like that, you'll learn how to trust yourself in certain situations. You will,
Yeah.
cause like, man, if I didn't get somebody who knows Xiaoyu or like knows Elisa, I've had to change up some of the things I do because of it. So, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and there's so many creative
'Cause
ways.
It's like AOP has 300 options. So you can
Yes.
either freaking sweep me or you can stall, sit there, stall, do that damn duck shit, and then, you know, do something else. It's like so
Right.
many things you can do. So like when I ducked, I was like, no, she didn't do it yet. So she might mix me and then swept off my feet. Okay.
Sometimes a sidestep hop kick. I like to simplify things in Tekken. Like
Yeah.
everybody has like every character can be simplified in how you fight them and shut them down. So with Xiaoyu, I just do sidestep, hop kick a lot, sidestep, poke, sidestep. Like she can't shoot linear, so just a
Yeah.
thought.
Oof. I I'm not getting up in that.
Nice.
Oh, what, bitch? Woo! Bro, I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her already. Her little ass fall out of every freaking thing.
She does. I mean, you're not even wrong about that.
Why did she fall out of that?
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Nice. Nice.
Mm.
Ah, nice. You put it away. Damn. Nice.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh no.
Oh, dang. Shit. Oh, damn, I can't.
Oof.
KO.
Sheesh.
Round 4. Fight.
I don't want to get up in none of that. Eesh.
KO. You win.
Okay, that will be our sesh for today.
Alrighty.
All right.
Made it through.
Yeah, I think you did great. I think you did great. So things that I took away from the way you play, I did my my diagnosis. I think you step very well when you're confident in making a read. I do think there are some matchups that you're still trying to get your footing with. I think, yeah. So I really like your stepping. I like your patience. Like, I know you said it in our consultation that you do feel like you have a lot of patience / defense. And I agree. I think you do. But because of that, sometimes what happens is you get pressured easily. Just let me know if I'm off on anything. So it feels like you get pressured very easily. You become hesitant. Something that I like to kind of tell people is like, it's okay to get hit. Like, but it's how you respond afterwards. You never want people to feel like they can steamroll you because they're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. And so I'm glad you asked about tools that help with the smothering, because I think Elisa can have a hard time because of her toolkit. It's a good toolkit, but so you know how our Get Off Me tool is Magic 4 for Elisa? Because it's a high, people bait it out. Right? So, placement of 4 is important, but kind of pressing between jabs and like kicks and stuff, and kind of placing it more sporadically helps a lot. Down forward 4 is really good, because like I said, it's like 12 frames. I believe, down forward 4 is really good. It just snuffs out a lot of like offensive options, so you can kind of just go no and just kick. So that's just something else to think about. Just down forward 4. Like I said earlier, a throw is not bad, even if it's broken. Like, even if it's broken, you want it to reset the momentum, so it's not all in their favor, because you don't want that. And don't be afraid to throw more. It's okay. Like, throwing is good. We want to throw hands. We're Elisa players. We can brawl. Like, a lot of people aren't used to seeing Elisa at range 0 throwing hands. They don't. So, like, I'm the kind of player that personally does, because you want them to feel uncomfortable. Did you notice at all when I was playing against you, there was a certain space a range I was staying at on you, ready for you to do anything if you did? Did you see that at all?
like range 2 or 3 or something like that. It wasn't very far, but kind of, sort of.
Right. So it kept me at a range where just in case you were gonna do something, I was there. But just in case you came in as Elisa, like with down three or like a fly move, I was still like there. But did you see how I was still dashing in and out, like still kind of like there, just so I can control the space? We don't
Mhm.
always have to use moves to control space. We can use movement as well. I also noticed you were using back three a lot. Back one, which was really good. There was a certain point in our matches where you did, and it was really, really good usage of it because it it's it puts they can't you can do like a follow up with it or like it's a little plus because if it hits them or if they try and come in with a running move, you float them. It's a really good move. I recommend using it a lot more. Use back one a lot more. And just kind of see how people respond when you use it. Any last thoughts for me? I know that was a lot to kind of digest, so let me know.
No,
From
as far as last thoughts, no, I don't have any questions or anything. Just don't forget to send me everything you already have because I know it can go like, you know. So
yes, actually, can you send me your you know what? I'll put it into a PDF and put it in Discord because that should work as well, or Gmail if you want me to send it there too. That's fine.
actually, Discord, I already have it open.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna make it into a PDF, and then I'm gonna send it to you. It's the consultation part, and then it also has uh, the plan for our next session. Like kind of
Okay,
like
and
yeah. Mhm.
when you gonna start this? What was it? Homework?
Yeah. So that homework, it's a bi-weekly thing that we're doing, right? So now, not literally now, but just things to explore because I don't want it to be drudgery for you. I just want you to explore the options, just to explore what it's like using moves that you're not used to using.
Mhm.
But I'll also put that in the notes. I promise.
Okay. I know down 4-4 is one I never ever ever think of like down 4-4. I don't know why,
It'll
but down 4-1 and everything else like.
yeah, down for one you use, which yeah, I like your placement down for one. I think it's really good. Um, I'm just throwing out certain moves so that it can help you diversify the types of moves that you use, so people don't get used to your playstyle. The more different the variety of moves, the better for you, because it makes people like go, oh, wow, I was used to her using down forward one. Now she's using back one. Now she's using down forward four. And some of these moves are really for like the duckers, people who duck a lot on Elisa. These moves shut them down really, really bad. Like really, really, really bad. Um, so I'll just put recommended moves, ranges to play at, just to look at. If you want me to look at anything during this period where we're not meeting yet, I'll definitely check it out. Just let me know, let the cuds know so I can watch and ask me any questions. If like, hey, what should I have done here? Or like, how do you feel about this matchup? I'd love to, help. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If I most definitely come across something, I'll tell you.
Okay. Perfect. Because I know there's like a lot that happens in Tekken. um, and for next time, just to kind of prepare you, you'll probably be fighting people. So, yeah. And I'm excited for that for you because they're great. They're just great people, great players. I hope I can get a hold of this MF because I'm gonna be mad if I can't. Because people get no, but I know for a fact 2 of them I can get. Yeah, and then they'll talk to you afterwards if that's okay to kind of give you the
Okay.
rundown of how everything went. Do you prefer first to 5 or first to 10?
Uh, I'll do fives.
Sounds good. Okay, because I know we want to get you kind of more acquainted with the longer sets kind of thing, and 5 sounds great because overall you'd be playing 10 anyway. So
Mhm.
sounds good.
Yep.
It'll probably be Anna, Chloe, if that's okay.
Okay.
Just kind of prepare yourself.
Yeah,
Because
the thing with Anna, if you start the match off and you hit me with the elbow, that's the first thing you do and you hit me, I'm scared. I'm scared. The rest of the match, I'm scared.
it's a really huge momentum killer. But that's why we
Yes.
talk about like stamina and that confidence. Because like I told you earlier, no matter what, like we have 3 rounds. You have 3 rounds, and you have tons of time to still assert dominance in a match and to bring it back. Don't give up. Don't feel defeated because of one elbow. Your character has 3 elbows. Shoot, you got 4 elbows. There you have options. So that's something I want you to think about and work on is don't feel defeated just because something launches you. Because even before you get to the stage, like, your mindset can defeat you too. So you want to be able to stay there, stay focused, stay strong. Because Tekken 7 has so many comeback factors, man. Your rage drive alone could kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game is just launch city. So like I said, like, mindset is where it all starts. So don't worry about getting discouraged. It's okay. Just yet again something to work on.
Yeah.
I understand though, because some of that there's a lot of stuff, and I know it's a lot of stuff in the game, but you got me, and I'm here to help. I know what it feels like to kind of like be like, oh man, I'm not sure what the best way to approach this is. Like you can see something.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can see something for years and be like, okay, I don't have an actual answer to this. Like, because you're like, okay, I tried this, it kind of worked, and then I just got launched for it. I don't know, like.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And my coach, he really helped me kind of see those things. So that's what my role is, to help you see options so that we can help you become more confident, so that you can take the dubs, you can get the top 8s. So.
How did it go when you played the Japan players?
It went great. Okay, so when I played Sho, it was 10-6 because I used Xiaoyu. And then it was Xiaoyu versus Elisa. Yeah, Sho taught me a lot. Like, that was 2019. He taught me a lot. Like, even the language barrier, it's interesting because they're like, he showed me how to always realign myself when you do the punch, the Superman punch, the running 2. He taught me how to realign myself so I could side step left and then always do the follow-up if they don't get up from it. The reset thing with the crouching down for 1+2 on the ground. So he actually taught me a lot as well, especially about using back 4-4 because at the time season I think 3 just dropped and I was in Japan, so I didn't get to learn any of it until I got there. Amazing Elisa player, great spacing, big fan of him. He's really good. He's really good. B-kun, we did an Elisa mirror and I beat him. I don't know by how much, it was like 10-5, something like that. He's really good too. There's another one. God, there's so many. I don't remember their name, but there's so many. But B beat like it was when it was the Japan versus Korea, like 5v5. No, like 12v12. B like took out like
that's a lot.
Yeah, like B-kun like took out like a lot of like a lot of Korean players, like a lot of them. Like I think like there were like a lot of notable names. Like I can't remember all, but they were just impressive work. And so you'll be able to find a lot of that YouTube footage of them. And Sharp, Dawood, also just very established Elisa players. I never got to play them, but like I learned a lot from them because, in Pakistan, they like play every day. And so they're uploading stuff on YouTube all the time. They're just very dedicated, very focused players, very honest. When it comes to just like, hey, Elisa works for this stuff, but sometimes you gotta pick out Julia. And but yeah, I think you'll learn a lot from them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I know my main thing I need to work on is range 1. I need to get used to that. I do.
Yes.
And I need to figure out how to diversify pokes because, as you see, I'm not a in-your-face player. So poking has never been one of my strengths. So it's usually bait you up to F up and then attack you. So
that's the thing. Like that's a percentage of the work done. But now we just have to get you to get them to that point. Because the pokes is what will open somebody up, so that you can bait them. You can't have one without the other. You need both. Excuse me. So we can also look at that a little bit too. Poking, and that's all they do. And they poke, and then they boom chainsaw.
Right.
So you'll definitely notice that the way that the Elisa players play, a lot of them they poke a lot. And I don't know if you thought about this, but using forward 2 into chainsaw is a technique. It's a strat. It's a way to get in with the poke without having to overextend yourself. Do you use that often at all?
A lot, all the time.
Yeah, use that more. Use it even more. Like, it's good. So forward 2-1, something that my coach kind of taught me was use forward 2-1 more, you know, because there's a wall, and he's right. Forward 2-1 is really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, you can get punished for it, but it's not a big punish. So, I mean, sometimes I'll sacrifice and do that just to see if I can bait them trying to react after forward two, because usually I'll forward two and stop, or I'll just forward two and transition and do nothing.
Yes.
So I'll get them used to that, and then boom. So
And then they get like, and then they press.
yeah.
People press a lot on it. I was like, I said, must be nice to get hit by that.
Uh-huh.
So like,
Yeah.
you already know kind of the mind games around it. Then perfect.
Mhm. Yeah.
Good.
So, and something about Chainsaw Wild Bounce, I love it at a certain height because you can get three,
I
and then
saw.
you
I
can
was
just
like,
like, you know, yeah.
I was like, holy crap. I was
And so you
like,
can either end it with back to one or just whatever, break the wall. It's really effective.
yeah. So like that's where it seems like you really soar is like, you know, the
Yeah.
chainsaw, the baiting, and the stepping. Don't forget, you step
Mhm.
really well. I want you to like understand like that is a really like strong part of your game. So yeah, like 3-4 things. You were like, I couldn't think of anything.
Because I don't think about like what my strengths are. Like I know I can adapt to situations really well. That's really never crossed my mind. And then
Yes.
when it comes to like progressing, I'm doing it by myself. So like that really doesn't cross my mind. Like what my strengths and weaknesses are, because every day I'm trying to find something different that I can like improve on.
Yeah.
So I notice in matches that I can get around people, and so I know I can do that, but I never looked at it as a strength. I just play my game. So that's why it threw me off when you asked me that. Like, no, me this before. Like, what are my strengths? Like, what do I do?
It's important to understand, you know, how your strengths so that we can always play more to those and, you know, increase and improve those, but then also improve your play style so that we can help you with your weaknesses. But we can't have one without the other
Right.
because, like, you know, we get a chance to appreciate what you do very well. And if we can work on the weaknesses, it'll just make your strengths even better. Like it'll just make you like just a G, you know. Like
Right.
so, I just wanted you to understand like there's actually a lot that's very special about your gameplay, you know. Because like I said, the mindset before you even get to the stage,
Mhm.
it'll determine a lot about how you play going in.